Welcome back, my Sigma ladies. Life is full of challenges and distractions, but a Sigma female navigates them with a sense of calm, control, and strategy. When the nonsense becomes unbearable, she doesn't lose herself in drama or confrontation. Instead, she pulls bold, transformative moves that reflect her independence and wisdom. These actions are more than reactions. They are calculated steps that shift her energy, redefine her boundaries, and set her on a path toward a better reality. In today's video, we're diving into 9 power moves that showcase what happens when a Sigma female has had enough. These aren't recycled self-help ideas or generic motivational tips. These are empowering strategies tailored for you, my Sigma ladies, so you can channel your unique strength and reclaim your space unapologetically. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe to The Sigma Lady, where we explore insights, strategies, and truths about what it means to live boldly and authentically as a Sigma female. Let's get into it. 1. The Ghost Rewrite. Walking away isn't unusual, but when a Sigma female chooses to exit, she does it with a lasting impact. The ghost rewrite isn't just about disappearing. It's about subtly reshaping the narrative of the relationship or situation she's leaving behind. Her absence isn't merely noticed, it's felt on a profound level. Imagine a friend who constantly disrespects her boundaries. While others might confront or argue, a Sigma female simply steps back. She doesn't explain or seek closure. Instead, she lets her silence and absence speak louder than any words could. Over time, the person left behind begins to question their behavior, realizing how much they took her presence for granted. The ghost rewrite is about more than leaving. It's about rewriting how she's perceived. Her departure forces others to reflect on their actions, often leading them to change their behavior or reevaluate their priorities. But for her, the move is never about teaching a lesson. It's about reclaiming her peace without wasting energy on people or dynamics that no longer serve her. This move is rooted in self-respect. A Sigma female doesn't need validation or confrontation to walk away. She trusts her instincts and knows that her value isn't diminished by anyone's failure to recognize it. The beauty of the ghost rewrite lies in its simplicity and power. By stepping away without fanfare, she creates a ripple effect that continues long after she's gone. 2. The Energy Lockdown. A Sigma female understands that her energy is finite, and when she's reached her limit, she initiates the energy lockdown. This isn't a temporary boundary, it's a complete recalibration of how and where she invests her energy. The first step is recognizing the leaks. Is it the co-worker who constantly interrupts her focus with trivial demands? A social circle that thrives on drama? A relationship that's draining instead of supportive? Whatever the source, she identifies it and takes swift action. But the energy lockdown isn't just about cutting people off. It's about creating a lifestyle that aligns with her values and protects her peace. She evaluates everything: her habits, commitments, and even her internal dialogue. Does scrolling through social media add value to her life? Does saying yes to every favor make her happy? If the answer is no, she removes it from her routine. This move often surprises those around her. People who were used to easy access might feel the shift when she stops replying immediately or declines invitations without apology. But for a Sigma female, the priority isn't pleasing others, it's preserving herself. The result of the energy lockdown is transformative. By focusing her energy on what truly matters, her goals, passions, and well-being, she becomes more productive, centered, and fulfilled. It's not about isolating herself. It's about investing her energy where it can grow, rather than allowing it to be wasted on unnecessary chaos. 3. The Chessboard Reset. When faced with nonsense, most people try to adapt or negotiate, not the Sigma female. She doesn't just play the game, she resets the board entirely. The chessboard reset is her way of stepping out of a losing scenario and creating a new one where she holds the advantage. Imagine she's in a toxic workplace where her contributions are overlooked, or in a relationship where her needs are dismissed. Instead of arguing or fighting for recognition, she takes a step back and reassesses her position. She asks herself, "Is this situation worth my energy? Or can I create a better one elsewhere?" The chessboard reset is bold because it often involves significant change. Quitting a job, leaving a relationship, or starting over in a new environment isn't easy. But for a Sigma female, the temporary discomfort of change is worth the long-term benefit of regaining control over her life. This move also requires strategic thinking. A Sigma female doesn't leap without a plan. She carefully considers her next steps, ensuring that when she resets the board, she's positioned for success. For instance, she might build her skills or network before leaving a job, ensuring she has options lined up. Or she might take time to heal and reflect before entering a new relationship, ensuring she's stepping into something healthier. The chessboard reset is a reminder that a Sigma female doesn't settle for less than she deserves. When the game becomes unwinnable, she doesn't waste time trying to change the rules. She changes the game itself, setting herself up for a future that aligns with her worth and vision. 4. The quiet spotlight. While many people chase recognition or validation, the Sigma female steps into the quiet spotlight. This move isn't about demanding attention, it's about earning it through her actions, character, and results. When nonsense arises, she doesn't waste time arguing her worth or trying to prove a point. Instead, she focuses on what truly matters: her work, her growth, and her values. Her approach is subtle yet powerful. For example, in a competitive workplace, she doesn't engage in office politics or seek approval from higher-ups. She simply delivers exceptional results, and over time, her consistent excellence becomes impossible to ignore. The quiet spotlight is rooted in confidence. A Sigma female knows she doesn't need to shout to be seen. Her quiet determination speaks volumes, and her results do the rest. This move also extends to her personal life. In relationships, she doesn't need constant reassurance or grand gestures. Her self-assurance allows her to stand firm in her worth, and those around her naturally respect and admire her for it. But stepping into the quiet spotlight isn't just about recognition, it's about staying true to herself. A Sigma female never compromises her values for the sake of attention. Whether she's working on a creative project, pursuing a passion, or simply living authentically, her focus remains on doing what feels right for her, not what others expect. Over time, the quiet spotlight creates a ripple effect. People notice her without her trying, and her influence grows naturally. She becomes a role model for others, proving that quiet strength and unwavering focus are far more powerful than loud, fleeting noise. The emotional firewall. When emotions run high, many people get swept away by the tide, but not the Sigma female. She protects herself with the emotional firewall, a powerful barrier that keeps negativity, manipulation, and chaos from infiltrating her peace of mind. This move begins with awareness. A Sigma female is highly attuned to her emotions and the energy of those around her. She recognizes when someone is trying to push her buttons, manipulate her, or draw her into unnecessary drama. Instead of reacting, she pauses and assesses the situation objectively. The emotional firewall isn't about shutting down or becoming cold. It's about discerning what deserves her energy. For example, if a colleague tries to undermine her in a meeting, she doesn't take the bait. Instead, she calmly addresses the issue with facts, refusing to let emotions cloud her judgment. Similarly, if a friend continuously brings negativity into her life, she sets boundaries without guilt, ensuring their energy doesn't affect hers. What makes this move so powerful is its consistency. The emotional firewall isn't a one-time action, it's a mindset. A Sigma female knows that her emotional well-being is her responsibility, and she takes proactive steps to protect it. This might include limiting her exposure to toxic environments, practicing mindfulness to stay grounded, or surrounding herself with people who uplift her. By maintaining her emotional firewall, the Sigma female ensures that she stays in control of her emotions, no matter what's happening around her. She doesn't allow external chaos to dictate her inner state, and this calm resilience becomes one of her greatest strengths. 6. The shadow pivot. Sometimes the best way to deal with nonsense isn't to confront it, it's to outmaneuver it. The Sigma female excels at the shadow pivot, a move that allows her to quietly shift her direction and leave others struggling to catch up. The shadow pivot begins with observation. When a situation becomes unsustainable, whether it's a toxic workplace, a draining friendship, or an unproductive habit, she doesn't immediately announce her intentions. Instead, she plans her next steps in silence. She identifies her goals, creates a strategy, and begins making changes behind the scenes. For instance, in a workplace where she's being overlooked, she might start building her skills or networking with people in her industry. By the time she hands in her resignation, she already has a better opportunity lined up. Or in a personal relationship, if she feels her needs aren't being met, she might work on strengthening her independence before deciding whether to stay or leave. The beauty of the shadow pivot lies in its subtlety. While others are distracted by the immediate chaos, the Sigma female is already thinking several steps ahead. She doesn't waste time trying to fix a broken system. She creates a new one that works for her. When she finally makes her move, it often takes people by surprise. They're left wondering how she managed to turn the situation around so effortlessly. But for her, it's not about impressing others. It's about staying true to herself and ensuring her energy is spent on things that truly matter. The shadow pivot is a reminder that strength isn't always loud. Sometimes the most powerful moves are the ones made in silence, with intention and precision. 7. The ripple effect. When a Sigma female faces nonsense, she doesn't stoop to its level. She rises above it, creating what's known as the ripple effect. This move is about channeling her energy into growth and transformation, not just for herself, but for everyone around her. The ripple effect starts internally. Instead of reacting to toxic situations or petty behavior, the Sigma female asks herself, how can I use this experience to better myself? Whether it's learning a new skill, focusing on self-care, or doubling down on her goals, she turns adversity into an opportunity for self-improvement. But her growth doesn't stop with her. As she evolves, her actions inspire those around her to do the same. For example, when she leaves a toxic relationship, others in her circle might feel empowered to set their own boundaries. When she excels in her career despite obstacles, she motivates her peers to aim higher. The beauty of the ripple effect is that it's unintentional. The Sigma female isn't trying to lead or influence others. She's simply focused on her own journey. But her authenticity, resilience, and determination naturally create waves that extend far beyond her immediate environment. This move is a testament to her quiet strength. By choosing growth over reaction, she not only transforms herself, but also elevates those around her. The ripple effect is a reminder that true power lies not in controlling others, but in mastering oneself. 8. The clean slate clause. A Sigma female knows that clinging to the past can weigh her down, which is why she invokes the clean slate clause when she's ready to move forward. This move is about releasing old baggage, grudges, regrets, toxic connections, and giving herself the freedom to start fresh. The first step in the clean slate clause is acceptance. The Sigma female doesn't dwell on what went wrong or who was to blame. Instead, she acknowledges the situation for what it was and focuses on what she can learn from it. This might mean reflecting on her role in a failed relationship or recognizing patterns that led to burnout at work. Next, she takes deliberate steps to let go. This could involve cutting ties with people who no longer align with her values, forgiving herself for past mistakes, or simply deciding not to carry resentment into the future. She doesn't rush this process. It's about healing, not avoidance. What sets the clean slate clause apart is its finality. Once the Sigma female decides to start fresh, she doesn't look back. She doesn't revisit old arguments, reopen closed doors, or entertain what-ifs. Her focus is entirely on the future and the possibilities it holds. By invoking the clean slate clause, she frees herself from the weight of the past and creates space for new opportunities, relationships, and experiences. It's a bold, courageous move that requires self-awareness and strength, but for the Sigma female, it's the ultimate act of self-respect. 9. The invisible blueprint. When a Sigma female has had enough, she doesn't rush to fix everything at once. Instead, she creates the invisible blueprint, a quiet, detailed plan for her next chapter that unfolds on her terms and timeline. The invisible blueprint starts with clarity. She takes a step back from the chaos and asks herself, what do I truly want? Whether it's a new career path, a healthier relationship, or a more fulfilling lifestyle, she defines her goals with precision. Next, she begins working on her blueprint in private. She doesn't broadcast her plans or seek validation from others. Instead, she focuses on taking small, deliberate steps toward her goals. This might involve building her skills, saving money, or experimenting with new routines. The key is that her progress happens out of sight, away from distractions or external pressure. What makes the invisible blueprint so powerful is its unpredictability. While others are busy wondering what she's up to, she's quietly laying the foundation for her success. And when she finally reveals her achievements, they seem effortless, though she knows the hard work that went into them. For the Sigma female, the invisible blueprint isn't just a plan, it's a mindset. It's a reminder that true growth happens in silence, and that the most impactful changes often take place behind the scenes. And there you have it, my Sigma ladies, 9 transformative power moves that show the strength, resilience, and independence of a true Sigma female. These moves aren't just about reacting to nonsense. They're about rising above it and creating a life that aligns with your worth and purpose. If today's video resonated with you, don't just stop here. Subscribe to the Sigma Lady and join a community of like-minded women who are redefining strength and success on their own terms. Until next time, stay bold, stay grounded, and always remember, your power lies in your ability to choose yourself. Keep walking your path, and I'll see you in the next video.